Every day, patients with diabetes miss a kidney evaluation. Patients with high blood pressure go without a follow-up, not because their doctors don't care, but because in many cases, no one had a clear enough view of their care history to know it was overdue. These are what we call care gaps. And in most healthcare organizations today, detecting them relies on manual processes that are too slow to intervene in time or too late to change the outcome. This platform changes that. A clinical decision support system that detects care gaps automatically, monitors patient vitals in real time, and gives care coordinations the clarity they need to act. To understand why this is hard to solve, we need to understand first how quality care is measured. Healthcare providers are required to track and report the quality of care they deliver. That framework is called HEDIS, the Healthcare Effectiveness Data and Information Set. It defines exactly which clinical activities each patient must receive within a given period. An HbA1c test, which is the standard blood sugar check for a diabetic patient, a kidney evaluation, an eye exam, when a patient doesn't receive one of those activities in time, a care gap opens. And care gaps aren't just a compliance problem. Undetected gaps lead to worse patient outcomes, higher readmission rates, and disease progression. Also, they drive lower CMS star ratings and lost reimbursement under value-based contracts, so the consequences are both clinical and financial. Most organizations know the gaps exist. What they lack is the ability to surface them fast enough to act on them. And to understand why that's so hard, you have to look at where the data lives. Most clinical data sits in FHIR data stores, the standard format healthcare systems use to exchange information. FHIR is excellent at what it was designed for, interoperability between systems, but it wasn't designed for real-time operational queries that care coordinator demands. Under live workloads, it hits predictable limits, high latency on complex queries, no native support for time-ordered vital sign data, and costs that scale with every request. Care coordinators can't get data fast enough to intervene. The key idea behind this platform is simple. Let FHIR do what it does best and extend it with an operational layer purpose-built for clinical workflows. That operational layer is MongoDB Atlas. And it's worth understanding why MongoDB Atlas specifically. The document model, time series collections, change streams, queryable encryption, none of these are workarounds. They are native capabilities that happen to map directly onto the problems clinical data presents. Complex, nested, fast-moving, sensitive data that needs to be queried in real time without compromising security or replacing existing infrastructure. That's why this solution works. Not despite using MongoDB Atlas alongside FHIR, but precisely because of it. FHIR remains the canonical source of truth for interoperability and data exchange, but MongoDB Atlas sits alongside it and powers everything that requires speed, flexibility, and real-time responsiveness. Here's what makes that possible. The foundation of that operational layer is a summarized clinical document that we call the Patient 360. Rather than leaving clinical data scattered across dozens of separate FHIR resources, the system assembles one document per patient that brings everything together. So demographics, conditions, medications, labs, vitals, summaries, active alerts, and care gaps, all in one place. A question that would have required multiple joins now resolves in a single read. Then, wearable devices vitals stream into native time series collections, optimized for high-frequency, time-ordered data that clinical monitoring requires. When a new vital sign arrives, the system reacts immediately, evaluating clinical rules and generating alerts in real time, without polling or scheduling new jobs. Also, sensitive patient fields such as name, date of birth, medical record number, all of them are encrypted directly inside the same document. Authorized applications can query them without ever exposing plaintext, meeting HIPAA requirements without needing a separate system to handle encryption. The clinical logic runs through two independent engines. The first is the alert engine, which handles real-time monitoring. It watches incoming vitals continuously and evaluates clinical rules, including composite rules like multi-factor hypoglycemia check that considers heart rate, medication, diagnosis age, and activity level all at once. But what makes it meaningful is context. The same heart rate reading can generate a critical alert for a patient on beta blockers and a routine flag for a healthy patient. The engine doesn't just look at numbers, it understands who the patient is. It tracks patterns over time, using a baseline window to distinguish a real deterioration from a momentary spike. The second engine is the quality engine, which handles HEDIS care gap detection. It evaluates each patient's clinical history against the required measures and produces structured results. What evidence was found, what's missing, what action is recommended, and how urgent it is. And the two engines are connected. When a real-time alert fires, it automatically escalates the priority of any related open care gaps and notifies the care team. Monitoring and quality reporting don't operate in silos, they reinforce each other. Let's look at what this means for the care coordinator actually using the platform. Opening the dashboard, you'll see two roles to choose from. We'll step into the care coordinator's seat. Before the simulation starts, you have full control over the setup, how many patients to assess, the physiological pattern each profile will follow, and the wearable patch constraints. Once everything is configured, you start the simulation. The main dashboard loads, and at a glance, you can see the key metrics for each care gap being tracked across the population. How many patients have open gaps, how severe are they, and the data points behind them. Scroll down and the picture gets more urgent. A list of critical cases surfaces automatically, ranked by overall clinical risk, not just a single number, but how each patient's vitals, history, and current alerts combine. These are the patients that need attention now. Click on any of them, and you'll get the full picture. Vital signs, escalation drivers, primary concern, and real-time recommendations for next steps. From there, you can jump directly into the patient's chart with one click, where all of that context is laid out in one place. Selecting the patient takes you to their individual workspace, the Patient 360 document, presented as a clinical interface the care team can actually use. Clinical context, current vitals, medication, active alerts, and every open gap, and all of that in one screen, without navigating anywhere else. From the Care Gaps panel, you pick an overdue measure, say the kidney health evaluation. A focused workspace opens for that gap. You order the lab, record the completion, or schedule a follow-up. When the intervention is done, you log the results, the gap closes, and the platform gives you the option to create a new clinical review. And finally, at any point during the demo, the MongoDB Insights tab is there to show exactly what's happening under the roof, how MongoDB Atlas is handling the data in real time, and why that's what makes avoiding the FHIR bottleneck possible in the first place. The data was never the problem. It was always there in the FHIR store, in the lab results, in the stream of vitals from every wearable. The problem was that it arrived too slowly, in too many pieces, for anyone to act on it in time. This platform does not create new information. It makes existing information useful, structured, fast, and trustworthy enough to drive a real clinical decision. That's harder than it looks, and that's exactly what makes this problem worth solving. The data was always there. Now it can finally do its job. Want to go deeper? Explore architectures and technical details on our developer channel.